Is it time to trust South Africa as World Cup favorites? South Africa and World Cups. You know the drill. The Sydney Rain in 1992, a run-out and dropped catch in 1999, Grant Elliott's last overcharge in 2015, and the late collapse against India in Barbados in 2024. All that hope so often fancied to go all of the way, only for it to end in disappointment. But are times changing? First, there was the World Test Championship win against Australia at Lord's last June, and now, after 7 wins from 7 at this T20 World Cup, coach Shukri Conrad is happy to carry the tag of favorites, going into a semi-final against New Zealand in Kolkata on Wednesday. I'm glad that we're favorites, because I always felt that as a South African team, you want to be able to play as a favorite because it's easy being an underdog, Conrad said. Is now the time, despite everything that has come before, to trust South Africa to go all of the way? Mark Ram, leading from the front. It is 612 days since Captain Aiden Markram sat in a windowless press conference room and was asked to put into words their defeat in the 2024 final. The Proteas needed only 26 runs from the last 24 balls, but lost by 7 runs. I don't think I can say them yet, to be honest, a crestfallen Markram said. We'll try to use it to fire us up for future events. 8 of the players from that final are in the squad here, including Markram, who remains an impressive and calm leader. The guys are richer for that experience, Conrad said. They have learned so much about themselves, and Aiden has been fantastic both with bat in hand and as a leader, as well as a captain. But you're only as good as your troops, and he'd be the first one to admit that. At the 2024 tournament, Markram struggled personally with only 123 runs across 9 innings. His strike rate was just 100.81. This time, he is the tournament's 3rd highest run scorer with 263 runs at a strike rate of 175.16. Something Markram's former captain Faf du Plessis puts down to his development in the Indian Premier League. He opened for Lucknow Super Giants, and the IPL almost demanded you needed to play in that way in order for you to keep your place, du Plessis told Cricinfo External. It was obviously the impact sub rule and the way the game was moving. As an opener, you couldn't play the old school way anymore. Tough draw, dominant performances. South Africa's performances have been well-rounded to this point. Led by Markram, they have the highest batting run rate across the tournament and the highest number of balls per dismissal. Their run rate in the middle overs is the highest of all teams. But it has not been all about the batting. They have the best bowling economy across the tournament, and, through the skill of Marco Jansen, Kagiso Rabada, and Lungi Ngidi, have taken 3 more power play wickets than any other side. That is despite the Proteas being in the so-called group of death, alongside both New Zealand and Afghanistan, and then progressing to the Super 8s pool with India, West Indies, and Zimbabwe, the 3 other group winners. The match against Afghanistan, when they required 2 super overs to get the job done, is their only truly close finish. The Afghanistan game was massive in many respects because it could so easily have not gone our way, and the pressure is really on us against New Zealand, Conrad said. In some sort of way, it really pulled the group together, plugging their gaps. The unanswered question about South Africa is what happens if the top order fails. Jansen appears a place too high at number 7. Will they feel free to go hard in a knockout game? The Proteas are also unique among the semi-finalists, in that they do not have a wrist spinner in their XE, instead leaving their spin duties to left-arm finger spinner Keshav Maharaj and part-time off-spinner Markram. It has meant the Proteas have bowled the fewest amount of spin overs in the tournament, just 22.8%. In contrast, 53% of England's overs have been from spinners. You can only pretty much cut your coat according to your cloth size, and we don't have wrist spinners or mystery spinners, Conrad said. Our bowling attack was fashioned in such a way that we've got wicket-taking options, and that's something that we've driven, especially with guys like KG, Rabada, and Marco Jansen, Their impact in the match will be through taking wickets. South Africa's gaps have been filled by Ngidi, who Conrad calls a mystery seamer, and seamer Corbin Bosch. Ngidi is known for his range of slower balls. He has only conceded 6.2 runs per over in the middle phase of the innings, while the unheralded Bosch has taken 6 wickets in that period. They're all test match bowlers, so bowling a test match length doesn't come difficult to them, and I think that's still a really tough length to hit consistently. Bosch keeps it really simple. He trains smartly, he trains hard, he doesn't give himself too many options. We have Lungi that's got a really deceptive slower ball, and then Marco and KG are Marco and KG. It's nice to be able to have that sort of variety. In 2024, India became the first team to win the T20 World Cup unbeaten. If South Africa are to win it, they will now have to do the same. The South Africa side look ready, said former England captain Michael Vaughan. I do think that World Test Championship final victory at Lord's has given them that boost. India played the pure game to the 50-over World Cup final in 2023 and had one blip in the final against Australia. That is the one fear I have for South Africa. Like and share this video, please. Subscribe to our channel and support us.